Okay, so the second question is how to manifest a job when you feel that you don't have enough time, like the due date is very near and I have to get a job in 2 to 3 weeks and I haven't prepared much. So then how do I manifest a job in, when there's a deadline? I think I would like to just, you know, start off with this fact that you have to have a sense of belief that what's perfect for you will find you. There's always this, I enjoy this belief a lot. So this is something that I've adopted for myself, that what's meant for me will always find me. Perfect place, perfect timing. So there's never like, this chance or this fear or the scarcity that, I might miss the bus. I might miss the train or the opportunity or the deadline or whatever it might be. And because when we have that fear that we have to finish something at a certain time, we have to whenever the idea that I have to comes in, there's a certain scarcity, there's a certain tension that I must do this, otherwise I might not get what I want. But you live in an abundant, loving, kind universe which wants to give you what you want. Specifically, it has crafted the thing for you. So first things first, I think would be nice to have that belief, to start working on this belief that what's meant for me will find me. It will never miss you. The universe, if you miss the first bus, there are 10,000 buses waiting for you. So there'll always be the opportunity that that you're looking for. And it reminds me of so many stories that I've heard from clients and friends of how they manifested a job out of nowhere. Even if they had a deadline, maybe they manifested a job before a deadline, maybe they manifested a job after the deadline, but it came with absolute ease. I just wanted to share the story of one of my friends who was in an MBA college, and the placement season was on. So she was going through the placement process, and just typically how every student is doing that. And it was a 2 month long process. So the recruitments were going to go on for 2 months, and in the first week or so, she didn't get placed anywhere. She felt very dejected. So even she had this sense that I must get an internship or a job soon before anyone else gets it, or I must get it. I have to. And she was not getting in because of all this resistance. And then I know I had a conversation with her, and I told her the exact same thing. What's meant for you will come find you, and it will pick you up. It will comes only for you. And finally she released all that resistance, and she was like, you know what, I have time. Even though it seems like in your case it's just 2 or 3 weeks, even if it seems like there's not enough time, there is still a space to relax. And she went for a party. So she really let go of the resistance. She went for a party, she was there all night, and she, I think, partied till 5 or 6 in the morning, and at 7 or 8 she had the placement. And she went up for the placement, so she had no resistance. There was no sense of I must prepare for it, I must work hard for it, and all of that. She just was having fun, went for it. She nailed the GD. She was so good at the group discussion because the topic was perfect for her. It was something, it so happened that the topic of discussion was something that she was very good at. So she kind of owned the room. And she's not someone who would generally be so prepared for group discussion, but it just so happened that the topic was very easy for her. And one of the top recruiters who was there saw her take charge and bring out great discussions. Then moving on to the interview part, the same lady, the recruiter who watched her group discussion, she was speaking to her. Turns out they were almost neighbors. They come from the same place. They had the same hometown, and they were almost neighbors, and they clicked instantly in that interview. And it was so easy for her. Every time she tells me about the story, she said it was just like having a conversation. It never felt like an interview. And that company didn't have a certain position for her, so they crafted a position for her that was perfectly suited for her skills, for the things that she can do. So the company came up with, say, 2 or 3 positions, and they made one special position just for her. And that is one of the best examples that I can ever give anyone, that what's meant for you will find you, it will come for you. So you have to trust that I'm never going to miss the boat. I'm always going to find it. Maybe I don't see it today, I don't see it tomorrow, I don't see it in a week. Maybe on the second week, maybe on the third week, maybe even on the fourth week, something comes out of nowhere. And now in terms of law of attraction, how magic happens. So I think that's what I wanted to share. But what do you feel about this, Ayushi? Like if someone's going through that deadline pressure? of
Yeah,
manifesting a job?
yeah, actually, the story you just shared right now of, a special position being made, especially for that person. I
Yeah.
personally have witnessed it last year
Oh,
when I went for a job interview as a junior resident doctor. So I applied in my own hospital, like in my own college, in my own hospital, because I was like, let me try over there. If I don't get over there, it's near from my home, so I'll try over there. If I don't get it, then I'll try somewhere else. I just went there for the sake of just trying out. I wasn't like I wanted and I wanted. So I wasn't in that resistance zone.
hmm.
But when I went there, and I still remember the last year before that happened, during internship, we were told that getting a job in the surgery department as a JR is very difficult. Like it is the department which gets filled up first. The person
Okay.
who has higher merit gets it first. So I was like, oh my god, how will I get it if I even wanted? So it was like a dream for me at that time. That just working over there, getting an experience as a JR in the surgery department seemed like a dream.
Yeah.
Then also I was just like, let me just go and try over there. So when I went there, I went for the interview. There was no interview, honestly. The guy before me who went inside, he was asked a few questions but for me, when I went inside, the dean ma'am who was taking my interview, she was like, your signature is so lovely. I mean, it has a star, like my name has double A's in it.
Yeah.
The first A I write it as a star in my signature.
Okay.
He was like, your signature is so lovely. Which department do you want? There are vacancies in these two departments, in
Oh my
surgery
God.
and in orthopedic. I was like, oh my god, surgery? I obviously take surgery. Why wouldn't I take surgery? so,
Oh my God.
so I was like, and then afterwards, now comes the biggest part. When I came back home, I informed a senior of mine who was in the department that Didi, I also got in the surgery department as a JR. She's like, there aren't any vacancies. How did you get in
What?
there? I was like, huh? What are you saying? I was like, Dean ma'am told me there are vacancies. She's like, find out, there might be some mistake. I'm like, no, I got the offer letter in my hand. It's in my hand. She was like, that then it's strange because there aren't any vacancies. They might have
Oh my
appointed
God.
a new JR. I was like, now this is law of attraction. This cannot be anything else.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
personally happened with me, and so for the for the person who asked this question, thank you for asking this question, because many people might be having doubts that even if you have like a deadline, there aren't any deadlines. I mean, if you have to grow a flower, you will not grow a flower in, like, in 2 days. A flower takes
Hmm.
its time. So if you're looking for a job, your perfect job, it might take time, it might not fit into the deadlines, but always know that having the right job, having the amazing job that you want, is the thing which you should keep in mind. And everything that is meant for you, as Sanjula said, it will definitely work out in your favor. And for the time being, I would just say that appreciate the qualities of the job that you really want in your life. Just keep focusing and keep creating your life as if you're already living that dream job that you already want. Like, if you have a 9 to 5 job that you want, then start by dressing up that from 9 to 5 I'll wear these clothes because these are my professional clothes, something of that sort, which constantly reminds you that no, I'm at my workplace, this is what I want, this is amazing for me. But if it won't be a vibrational match for you, then it will shift out of your life, it will drop out of your life. So don't be obsessed that I want this. So just be playful the way I was, that just be okay with whatever happens, and just know that this is what I really want and I will definitely get it. So having trust really matters in that case.
Perfect. So I love that you said that, Ayushi, there's no deadline, because nature has everything happening in the perfect timing. So there's never this deadline, so to say. Everything happens at the perfect pace. And, just see that your vibration right now, where is it? The subject is, I want to get a job. Right. So make sure that you are lined up with the aspect of it which feels positive. So, when you're saying about that thing, when you're thinking the subject about getting a job, how much attention are you paying to the fact that, oh my God, there's a deadline, I haven't done the preparation, and all of those things, versus how much are you feeling good about it? Oh, there's going to be a job, I'm going to start working, it's going to be fun. So, any subject has two ends to it. There's a positive end and there's a negative end. And your job is to kind of shift more and more towards the positive end. So, whenever you're thinking about the job, just check if you're thinking negatively about it, that okay, I have to do too much preparation, other people are getting in, I don't know when I will get in. Or are you thinking about all the positive aspects, as Ayushi said, appreciating the fact that this is going to be a dream job, I'm excited about it, I'm excited about whenever it happens. And if you're not even able to do that, if you're not even able to appreciate the positive aspects of it, just make sure you don't do this. So you shift away from the subject entirely and you feel happy in general. You're feeling appreciative about life, you're feeling grateful about life, because it's all about the vibration. As we said in the first question, it doesn't matter if you're thinking about shampoos, right? If you're feeling happy, the visa will come in. So, it's not even about the subject. So, if you're feeling happy about maybe the studies that you're doing, if you're feeling happy about, say, anything like plants that you're growing or singing or any hobby, because when you're raising your vibration, then the perfect opportunities will come to you. So don't, put stress on yourself, don't get tensed about it. The opportunity will find you, it will be created for you if it has to. And things are always going to be working out for you, so just feel happy, don't feel stressed. Just
Perfect.
wanted to